The first question is, what is the main points of Huntington's theory in the article from 1996, and who was Samuel Huntington?
Yeah, Samuel Huntington was an American political scientist, advisor, and academic. He is best known for his 1993 theory, The Clash of Civilization, which I now will explain more about. Huntington's hypothesis is that the fundamental source of conflict in the world would not be primarily ideological or primarily economic, but he says that it will be cultural because of the great divisions among humankind and the dominating source of conflict. And the principal conflicts of global will occur between nations and groups of different civilizations. And he says that the latest path in the evolution of conflict in the modern world would be the conflict between civilization. The word civilization means a cultural entity. Culture can be defined by common elements like language, history, religion, and customs in the global world today. People can choose different cultural elements which they create cultural identity with. For example, people with the same religion all over the world can identify themselves with each other. People can redefine their identities, and the result is that the civilization changes.
Huntington presents 5 reasons why civilization will clash. The first reason is that civilization like Islamic, Japanese, Hindu, Christian, Latin American, and other will clash in the future because of all of them are different from one another. Differences like culture, tradition, history, and most important, religion. These things have a big effect on why civilization clash because they can agree and all of them have a different view on things. The second reason is that the world is becoming a smaller place and people have to travel to different countries, and the interaction between peoples of different civilizations are increasing. The third reason is that the process of economic resources and social change are separating people, like rich and poor people. The fourth is that the growth of civilization's consequences is changing by the dual rule of the West. And the last fifth is that cultural characteristics and differences are less mutable and hence less easily compromised and resolved than political and economic ones. ISIS. President Barack Obama delivered a speech on 11 September 2014, and his speech remarked on an expanded campaign against ISIS militants in Iraq and Syria. So the topic is, as he also says, that he wants to tell the American people what the United States will do with their friends and allies to degrade and ultimately destroy the terrorist ISIL. Also, the speech receiver is the American, so the entire U.S. population. He starts we can see that because he starts his entire speech by saying, "My fellow Americans," and the speech sounds very clear. Confident and professional. It's a fine and clear language he's using, and he's telling it all in a good chronological way. Chronological way.
Yeah. Barack Obama appeals to his recipients by using ethos, pathos, and logos. He uses ethos already in the start of the speech when he says, as commander-in-chief, my highest priority is the security of the American people. Here he established his credibility and own personal character. He uses the pathos and appeal to the Americans' feelings by telling them how he feels about ISIS. He's also using words like as God in his speech, where he says, "May God bless our troops and may God bless the United States of America." And of course, he also appeals with the logos by using sentences or as our objective is clear, and telling them what this clear objective they have is by saying them all in sequence as first we will, second we will, third we will. It's like he's talking to the Americans and telling them why they should believe him and believe that he has a plan for America and all these problems with ISIS. And he appeals with Lucas because he is talking about this big problem, but he's also comes with logical problem solvings instead of just saying, yeah, we have to solve these problems and make America a safe place without telling how. And the last question is you must discuss the connection between Huntington's theory and the current situation as presented in the two speeches.
The conclusion is that connection between Huntington theory and the Barack Obama speech is that Huntington theory is proved. He said that civilizations would clash, and the main reason is religion. It can also be seen today because a lot of the wars and conflicts today is about religion, and an example of that is ISIS, which Barack Obama talks about in his speech, because ISIS present religion in a wrong way. They present Islam in a wrong way, and that's what America is against. So overall,